Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we have an exciting and intriguing topic to discuss. Investigating the relationship between a nation's cultural diplomacy initiatives and its soft power capabilities on the global stage. We'll dive deep into the significance of this research and explore how to craft each chapter effectively. Importance of the research topic. This research on the relationship between a nation's cultural diplomacy initiatives and its soft power capabilities is crucial because it unravels the intricate mechanisms that shape global perceptions and influence international relations. Understanding how cultural exchanges, public diplomacy, and nation branding impact a country's soft power can guide policymakers in crafting effective strategies to enhance their global influence. In an interconnected world, this knowledge not only fosters better diplomatic relations but also promotes cross-cultural understanding, fostering peace and cooperation on the global stage. Real-world examples. One prime example is South Korea's Hallyu wave. Through its globally acclaimed K-pop music, Korean dramas, and cultural exports, South Korea has significantly boosted its soft power. This cultural diplomacy initiative has drawn millions of fans worldwide, shaping a positive image of South Korea and leading to increased tourism and trade partnerships. Another compelling instance is the British Council's cultural diplomacy efforts. With programs like the Shakespeare Lives campaign and the promotion of British arts and education, the UK has enhanced its global soft power. These initiatives connect with audiences globally, fostering a favorable image of the United Kingdom and strengthening its diplomatic and economic ties with numerous nations. Chapter 1, Introduction. Chapter 1 typically includes the introduction to the research topic, outlining the research problem, its significance, research questions, objectives, and the rationale for conducting the study. It serves as the foundational section of the research, setting the context and purpose for the entire investigation. This chapter sets the stage for your research. Here's how you can structure it. Research problem. For example, a research problem might be in an increasingly interconnected world, how do a nation's cultural diplomacy efforts influence its global standing and power? Research significance. The importance of your study could revolve around its potential to guide governments and policymakers in enhancing their global influence. An example understanding this relationship can help nations better shape their diplomatic strategies. Research questions. How do cultural diplomacy initiatives affect a nation's global image? What role does cultural diplomacy play in strengthening soft power? Are there variations in the effectiveness of cultural diplomacy between different countries? Research objectives. To assess the impact of cultural diplomacy on a nation's global image. To identify the key components of a successful cultural diplomacy campaign. To compare the effectiveness of cultural diplomacy across nations. Research rationale. An example could be in today's globalized world, understanding the role of cultural diplomacy is essential for nations seeking to shape perceptions and gain influence on the global stage. Chapter 2 Literature Review. Chapter 2, the Literature Review, encompasses an extensive review of existing research and theories relevant to the research topic. It includes discussions on key subtopics, such as cultural diplomacy, soft power, nation branding, and relevant theories and models that provide a theoretical framework for the study, while also highlighting any gaps in the existing literature. In Chapter 2, the Literature Review, you will explore existing research and theories. Some suitable subtopics might include cultural diplomacy, soft power, nation branding, and global diplomacy. For each subtopic, provide relevant examples, like the way South Korea's Hallyu wave has influenced global perceptions or how China's Confucius Institutes promote its culture worldwide. Additionally, you can mention theories and models, such as Joseph Nye's soft power theory, which posits that a nation's attractiveness is a source of power, and Roland Robertson's globalization theory, emphasizing the interconnectedness of the world. Literature gap. When discussing the literature gap, you can highlight areas where previous studies fall short, such as not considering the role of technology and social media in cultural diplomacy. Chapter 3, Methodology. Chapter 3, the Methodology, outlines the research design and approach, including the conceptual framework, research philosophy, approach, strategy, and chosen data analysis method. It also addresses ethical considerations, limitations, and delimitations, providing a comprehensive understanding of how the research will be conducted. In the methodology, you will outline your research approach. Suggested areas to cover. Conceptual framework. You might consider independent variables like cultural exchange programs, digital diplomacy, and public diplomacy, with the dependent variable being soft power. Research philosophy. For this type of research, a pragmatist approach, which combines positivist and interpretive methods, could be suitable. Research approach. A mixed methods approach, combining inductive and deductive reasoning, can provide a comprehensive view. Research strategy. Case studies, surveys, or content analysis could be valuable strategies. Data analysis method. Depending on your data, either quantitative, statistical analysis, or qualitative, content analysis, methods can be chosen. Don't forget ethical considerations. For instance, you should ensure the privacy and consent of participants in surveys or interviews. Discuss the limitations and delimitations of your research. For instance, you might acknowledge the challenge of generalizing results across different cultural contexts. Chapter 4 Data Analysis. Chapter 4, the Data Analysis section, is dedicated to the actual analysis of the data collected during the research, and it's based on the recommendations made in Chapter 3. The chapter describes the methods used for data analysis, whether quantitative or qualitative, and may include details on sample size and techniques for interpreting the data to draw meaningful conclusions. Data analysis will differ based on your chosen methodology. If it's quantitative, explain how to analyze your data and determine an appropriate sample size, while if it's qualitative, discuss how to analyze qualitative data, perhaps by coding and thematic analysis. Chapter 5 Conclusion and Recommendations. In the conclusion, summarize your findings and their implications. The importance of this chapter is to offer a sense of closure and a final take on your research. For recommendations, consider suggesting strategies for nations to enhance their soft power through cultural diplomacy, such as investing in cultural exchange programs, leveraging technology for digital diplomacy, and promoting cultural events on a global scale. Future research suggestions. Lastly, suggest areas for future research, such as examining the impact of social media influencers in cultural diplomacy or investigating how non-governmental actors contribute to a nation's soft power. That's a wrap for today's YouTube script. We hope this guide helps you tackle your research effectively. If you have any questions or need more information on this topic, feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content. Thanks for watching.